What is up,
Hello.
Freaks?
What's going on?
Welcome back, CR, to the
Long
show.
time no see. Big hiatus.
Man, how have you been?
Hanging in there, getting a lot of stuff figured out. It was our busy season at the museum when I took a hiatus. So we've got all of our stuff up at Osceola for our summer. So the shop's pretty much empty and I don't have anything to do. So
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to have you back. I know Rhonda was having kind of an off week this week, so she said she'll be back here next week. So I'm glad you were able to come on with us and enjoy this wonderful conversation on National Say Hi Day.
Hey.
Hi.
well, howdy.
Show
Question.
holiday spirit.
Right.
What?
I can't find us live on Facebook.
Well, Facebook is apparently StreamYard there's something wrong. I got a message right as the show started that StreamYard is having trouble streaming to Facebook right now. So I've got it. It says it's on the Freaking Awesome Paranormal Show page.
Let me see.
There's a check mark by the page. It says I'm live on there, but I'm just not live on my personal page right now. We are live on YouTube and we're live on CR's page, so I don't know what's going on with my page, but I was trying to fix it when you guys reading the comments. So I'm not sure what's happening.
I see it. It's on. It's up.
All right. Cool. And I saw the stuff that Chris and Faye were saying about it. Fee. Sorry, Fee. My bad. My bad. But I was like, I don't know what to do about that. So if you want to link it, it's on the Freaking Awesome Paranormal Show Facebook page. We're on the Freaking Awesome Paranormal Show YouTube page as well. So if you guys want to go check that out or get the link from there, you can go ahead and do that. It's also Yarn Bomb Day.
What is it?
Yarn Bomb Day.
What the heck is a yard bomb?
You take yarn and you wrap it around things and you make a decoration on it. That's the yarn bomb.
Huh.
I never heard of it.
I mean, I'm lesbian. I should know about
all
yarn.
Yeah.
But
isn't that what you guys do all the
this.
time? Play with yarn?
Well, hey, at least you fessed up to it and said it, and none of us kind of pointed
I
towards
should know
that.
all things yarn,
Yeah, this is how I'm disappointed.
Me too.
You call yourself a lesbian?
I don't know.
Loser.
Sorry, I hope the lesbian community can forgive me for this.
Well, happy
yard ball.
Happy Pride Month to all you.
Yeah, happy Pride Month, guys.
Everyone else out there who in the paranormal field.
Yeah.
So happy everything.
Yeah.
Dude, Angie works in she just got a job at Goochland County Women's Penitentiary or prison, right? She works from 8 o'clock in at night till 8:30 in the freaking morning. And I had sleeping with RJ last night, and he woke up like at 2:30 and he was just up. He was up all night playing games, and I was trying to get to sleep. I was like up into sleep.
Oh.
Yeah. Then I took RJ to the pool. I'm not sure why going to the pool wears you out so much, but man, I wasn't even out there for that long. It was like maybe an hour, but I am drained. Taking a sip of my Freaking Awesome Paranormal Show mug here. Shout out. Yeah, I
want one of those.
So good. Message Jason from GI Designs. Tell him you're a freak and you need a mug.
Freak.
we love, us being freaks. We love lesbians on the show. Let me tell you what.
Yeah.
Everyone knows I love lesbians, so you love them.
Okay.
I love
Does that
everyone.
mean you're secretly a lesbian? I don't know.
Oh, I am straight up a lesbian. I love women. So I'm celebrating Pride Month myself.
Just the worst.
Oh yeah.
The worst.
Irene loves a mug. Well,
Do you know how many straight men tell me
Are
this
lesbians?
on a daily basis?
what?
Like, it's so serious.
I think-
Do you know all the straight guys are like, I'm lesbian. I'm
I
like,
think every straight guy's a lesbian.
okay.
If you think about it. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get myself in trouble here.
Demonetized right away.
That's right.
Listen,
Take us off the air. We
Well,
just show
I do
love.
have to say right off the bat that if you hear any snoring, it's not me. It's my parents' dogs. I'm house sitting. So Flower
what kind of dog are they?
Flower just got fixed a couple days ago. So she's a Boston Terrier.
Oh,
And it's not a cone of shame. It's a donut and it's got sprinkles.
Oh, well, that makes all the difference in the world.
Hi, Flower. I love all the doggies.
Yeah, she's a Boston Terrier.
I think
That was a nice.
CR might have frozen up there.
There we got me
A little bit of an echo there, guys.
right.
We had a little bit of a beat going on.
That was pretty
But
funny.
Missy Elliott was in the house.
That's right.
Big
Get your freak
brother
on. Get you.
Remix.
Big brother didn't like our conversation about lesbians, so we got preempted.
When you said someone's snoring, I thought you were going to say your wife. It's just my wife.
That's what I thought he was going to say too.
I was like, damn. Leave me in the doghouse tonight.
You TR. You want to have a podcast right next to her while she's sleeping? You do you, boo.
Right.
You do you.
Yeah, if I did that, she'd probably hang me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you may be sleeping in the doghouse if you did that.
Right.
So a shout out is to my friend Melissa DeSantis. She is from Southland Paranormal Society. My mission is to prove there are other things that I can't explain or see. I may just be in the Chicagoland area, but as a paranormal researcher, I tend to offer deeper, more logical, analytical proof and reasoning. So if you're in Chicago, which is a very haunted city.
It is very haunted. Mm-hmm.
Lots of stuff out there. I think Bachelor's Grove Cemetery is out there, and lots of other places. A lot of gangster activity out there. Gangsta.
Oh yeah.
Gangster. Well, more gangster than gangsta.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably some gangsta activity out there as well.
And there's a lot of gangster stuff that was in Minneapolis too, like the Wabasha Street Caves. That was a big thing.
I think the Midwest has got a lot of gangster activity. I'm sure there's a lot of cool stuff in Iowa that I can't wait to talk about.
Right.
With our friends Chris and Fee, who I see them in the queue down there.
I'm very excited for them to answer my would you rather questions.
Oh my goodness. I'm excited too. So let's get to the words that need to be brought back. An imaginary so it's got to write down. I think it's Bunbury.
Bunbury.
So I wrote down the definition, but forgot to write down the word. So
well, is it an imaginary friend?
Yes, it is an imaginary friend. Like it's someone that you make up. Like I got to visit my best friend Ned in Seattle, but Ned doesn't exist. You're using that as an excuse to go to Seattle. Yeah, I've got to.
If you didn't tell me what it was, I would have thought that it was like a dingleberry.
I would have thought the same thing.
Bunbury.
I got a berry in my buns.
Berry.
Like a little dangle. Little tingle dangle after. Yeah.
No one likes the little dangle.
No one likes the dingle dare. Oh,
No
Amy.
one likes the bunberry either.
I mean, you never know. Amy Bingenheimer loves the Mason Inn, so super exciting stuff, man. Let's go ahead and do your question of the day.
Okie
'Cause
dokie,
I was spacing out a little bit there.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah,
Do you
my
have your
melon
coffee?
and cheese it probably isn't helping me.
Do you have your coffee tea?
Dude, I was drinking this earlier.
What is it? Oh, is that a monster?
Strawberry apricot.
Are you
Ooh.
trying to kill your heart?
It was way earlier. It wasn't like
Oh, okay.
I'm not like
Okay.
shotgunning. Ooh.
As a
Melatonin
nurse,
and then Red
As a
Bull.
nurse, I have to tell you, energy drinks are horrendous for your health.
Well, I didn't think I was like, man, I'm gonna be healthy here. I'm gonna drink a Red Bull. Well, dude, it's got
Heaven knows exactly what that is. Heaven.
Right.
it says right here, vitalizes
Benoit.
body and mind. So it's got to be good for you, right? Right?
Well, I mean,
No,
they can
that's
put
not
all
what
they
it means.
want on the bottle.
Red Bull gives you wings. Means it'll kill you. You
It's
be a
Jerry.
heaven. You'll be up in heaven.
Takes you to heaven. All right, time for the question of the day.
Would
ghost
you
lately.
rather? Ready?
Yeah,
Have
do it.
the
And it.
power to time travel, but only to the past, or the ability to visit parallel universes with no control over which one you end up in?
That is a great question. Let's bring on Chris and Fee to join the conversation from the Mason House Inn Bed and Breakfast. What is up, guys?
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
We're well. How are you guys?
Doing well, doing well.
Good.
We are
It
excellent.
still
So,
looks very sunny over there.
yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's only 8:15 here. So
Yeah.
It's a little
Okay.
earlier than usual.
Yeah.
Ah, it is very dark over here. So
Right.
Hi,
So,
Mom.
Sarah, you want to repeat the question?
yeah, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Would you rather have the power to time travel, but only to the past, or the ability to visit parallel universes with no control over which one you end up in?
Oh, I don't want that second one. I'm gonna have to take a pass on the second one. Hard pass.
I would-
Yeah, I think the second
Yeah.
one could be a little dangerous.
Yeah.
I guess
I
I'd
would
rather
say
be back.
the past two, because
Yeah.
Yep.
who knows where you would end up.
I'm
I'm
gonna
a
take the time.
1950s gal. I want to go to the 1950s.
I'm gonna take the
Ooh.
time travel because at
Yeah.
least I can figure out where I want to go.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I could end
I
up
don't want
somewhere.
to end up in some parallel universe that like has 90 feet monsters and
Right. That's
Yeah.
what I'm picturing.
be
Like my
upside
worst
down.
nightmare. Yeah.
Like you drive, and you go out. Everyone's like inside out, and have like
That would
10
be
eyes come
scary.
out.
I think there's
I
a
mean,
movie
if
about
I
that.
ended up like 150 pounds or maybe 140 pounds in this other universe, I'd go on a heartbeat.
Wow, you're
But-
perfect. You're beautiful.
Yeah,
Well,
loving
if
each
you,
other here.
if
But
you go with the
if I-
second one, it's just basically like you're Twilight zoning yourself all the time.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
Yeah. That could be scary.
And who knows how long you're gonna be there too?
Right.
It's like, what if it's like a terrible place and you're there for like 1,000 years?
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
At least
Like,
at least with the time travel, it's like Quantum Leap, where
Yeah, there
you
you go.
kind of know where you're going.
Irene believes in you. Believes
That's my mom.
agrees with you. Believes in you. She
Hey,
believes
Mom.
in you too. Teresa Chalmers would lose her mind. There's I don't know if you've seen Sonic, that movie Sonic the Hedgehog. At the end, Jim Carrey's character is sent to a world that has nothing but mushrooms in it. I mean, nothing.
Oh, I would love that.
Drinking, it's like all mushrooms. I would die.
I would not. That would
I
be my heaven. I
hate-
love mushrooms.
Mushrooms and black olives.
I love me some
That'd be like
mushrooms.
the
I
worst
love black
reality
olives.
for me.
I can't believe you'd ruin a mushroom with a black, you'd ruin a black olive with a mushroom.
Yeah. Oh, I love black
They-
olive.
What the heckin'?
They ruin each other because they both suck.
All of these hater gators.
I like
What's happening right now?
I say hater taters. That's because I'm from the Midwest where there's lots of taters.
Oh,
Right?
The Midwest and their salads.
Oh, yes.
They are good. They are
Yeah.
good. Our
Some
dogs
of
also
them are a little
eat taters.
questionable, but
Yeah.
a lot of them are very yummy.
Yes.
I bet there are lots of cool places out with you guys. What's something about Iowa that people don't really know about?
There's a lot of Amish people out here.
You think
Oh,
more
really?
like Pennsylvania, but Amish people out in Iowa?
So many.
Ton.
Oh,
Yep, there's
Yeah.
always buggies on the road, and the horse poop. That's not my favorite part, but it's super cool that you see people in buggies, and they have this really cool store that they make everything by hand in, and it's really cool. Yeah, there's a lot of them out here.
How
I know
far are
around
you guys? How far are you guys from the Minnesota border?
We're all the way south. So we are
Okay.
7 miles north of the Missouri border, and we're about 40 miles west of Illinois.
Gotcha. I'm a couple hours south of the Iowa border,
All
or
right.
a couple miles north of the Iowa border. I'm in Farmington, Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm in
Minnesota,
Farmington,
eh?
Iowa, 10 minutes away from here.
Yeah.
I want to know what part of Minnesota they talk like that.
Talk like what?
Don't you know, eh?
Minnesota, eh?
That's up in Fargo there, then Brainerd area.
Don't you know?
Don't
Just
you
a little bit.
know?
You heard it.
Don't you know?
Listen.
That movie came out and it was instant hate because nobody really talks like that.
Listen.
Now everyone thinks you guys do talk like that.
Yeah.
I just God, I wish that was true, because if I went, that would be like a dream come true for me. All these people talking like that. Fuck yeah,
That's a dream come true for you.
Oh.
That's well, you lower your standards.
I'm
It's
so
like,
serious. Look, I'm a very, very, very simple woman. I just
well, I mean,
give me
we've
a
already
nice, funny accent, and I'm there, man.
we've already got to go visit Teresa up in Ontario, eh?
Yeah,
Right?
Canada.
You guys
Hi,
ever
Chloe.
seen South Park?
Yes.
Our daughter is
No.
obsessed with it right now.
I always laugh because the Canadians in South Park, their heads are hinged. So when they talk,
Terrence and Phillip.
yep, their whole head hinges.
Yep.
Yep.
Blame Canada.
Hey,
So-
Chloe.
Which one is Fee and which one is Chris?
I'm Fee.
Fee.
Yes.
Okay, and Chris.
Yep.
Okay.
So tell us about the Mason House and how'd you guys get it? What's the history on it? Give us some information on it.
You want to do it, or you want me to do it?
I'll start and then you finish.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Shut up. Okay, so me and my mom and my aunt, in 2020, we were gonna do like a girls trip, like a haunted girls trip. Like I'm from Lincoln, Nebraska originally, so that's where all my family's at. And we found this place, not a whole lot of things were open in 2020 because of COVID. And we found this place online, and I called them, asked them if they had a room for the next day, and they did. So then we came and we loved it. And my wife had to kiddos so I could go on this girls trip. And then when I came home, I just ranted and raved about how awesome it was and how homey it felt. And I was like, next time you have to come. So then every anniversary we were here, and we got to know the old owners very, very well. And they're a lot like family. We love them so much. And then we decided that we were going to buy it from them because they had to give it up, and we didn't want people to just come and piece everything out and take away what's our most amazing, perfect place. We couldn't let that happen.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. So you want to tell about the history?
All right, I guess. So the house itself was built in 1846, and in the 1850s, it was bought by the Mason family.
Okay.
But it was originally built by Mormons coming out of Nauvoo on the Mormon Trail. So that was the very start of it. The Masons bought it, and it had always been some kind of a boarding house ever since the very beginning. And it was also part of the Underground Railroad. There's a tunnel in the backyard that used to open up into a barn. And when there weren't any guests in the house, they would let them come in and they could stay in the house. But if there were guests, they would stay in the loft of the barn. It was also a stop along for the Civil War. It was a hospital.
Wow.
So that we have a river that runs right in front of the house. And the steamboats would come down, and if they had a soldier on there that wasn't going to make it down the road or down the river to Keokuk, they would drop them off here, and there was a doctor here that would take care of them. And a lot of those soldiers did not end up making it at all. And then it was also a TB unit.
Tuberculosis.
Yep, tuberculosis unit. So it's always had something kind of going on. There was a doctor's office here for a little bit. And, you know, a lot of our spirit side comes from all of that. There was a lot of death in this house. And it's just always been an ongoing thing. So now, present day, Mason House is, yes, it is haunted. It is. We do have a lot of investigations that come out here. And we actually just had one a couple weeks ago, another one a couple weeks before that, and we have an episode coming out hopefully in the next month.
I think it's a month and a half out, but
Maybe, yeah, from the Paranormal Files. They came out from the Netflix.
Ooh.
So we'll have that out. As soon as we get that out, we're going to put it on our Facebook page and for everybody to see. So, but, you know, we do a lot of ghost box sessions here. We have a group that comes by and they do intuitive retreats, and they're just absolutely all amazing people. So we have yet to hear anybody try to say it is not haunted, because there is so much evidence every time somebody comes that there is stuff going on here that is beyond what we can see.
well, sometimes we can see it.
Yeah,
About that.
Have
Yeah.
you
So what
guys?
was your? Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Have you guys ever listened to "And That's Why We Drink"?
No.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you guys have an episode on that podcast.
Okay.
Oh,
And it's a pretty big podcast, like huge, because I remember listening and I remember hearing about the Mason House Inn, and I was like, is this the same Mason House Inn? And I went and did some research, and it is. And I was like,
Really?
okay.
Well, now they got some
So-
research to do.
So
Really?
you need to, and it's called "And That's Why We Drink," and it's
why
by
I'm gonna check this out.
M, who goes by they them, and Christine. And I mean, their podcast is huge, like extremely huge. So
Okay. Okay, we'll look that up. Yeah, definitely. I know we've done a bunch of podcasts. This is probably like our 7th, maybe.
Yeah. I don't think we did that one. I mean,
no, it's a history. So M goes into like the paranormal history of different haunted
That's cool.
locations, and like the history of the location, and then what the what the ghostly encounters are now in that location, by like doing research and like looking up things. And so, and like a lot of times they don't get people's permission because, you know, it's a haunted location. So like,
right.
you know, so I would definitely look into "And That's Why We Drink" and see, because I was listening to it and I was like, is this the same? And like, you guys are in the same exact place. And I was like, holy fuck.
Oh, that's exciting. That's really exciting.
We'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So what was your first paranormal experience out there that I was like, holy crap?
The cat.
Yeah, the first time when me and my mom and aunt came out here, the ghost cat Josephine, we have ghost cats. She jumped up into bed with me, and I could see the blanket go down like there was a cat on the bed. And then when Chris and I had come here also as guests, we had the covers thrown off of us. Like it was like completely taken off my shoulder, off over me, all the way off Chris, and then like hanging on the ground.
Oh my
And
God.
I couldn't have just like thrown the blanket like that.
It was like they picked up a corner
Yeah,
and placed it over there. So
and
it was,
and that's a room that's known for happening. We found out later. Our weather radio, the first week we moved in, we're freaking exhausted, and the weather radio would go off every time we were in deep sleep. For like, it didn't matter if we went to bed at 7 o'clock because it was winter and dark, or if we went to bed at midnight, it would go off on cue as soon as we were in like REM sleep. And there was no weather or anything that, like, there was no tornadoes, there was no blizzards, like it just kept going off for a week straight. So I unplugged that bitch quick. Yeah,
I would too.
Yeah, I would too.
100%.
Y'all,
Then it comes
those
back
are
on again. Then you're really screwed.
those,
I'm like, what
those
the
are
fuck?
those are two situations where I would either A, poop myself or peel myself up off the ceiling.
It would be
So-
both for me, sir.
right. And then something else that had happened, and we were able to verify this later in a ghost box session. We were in the kitchen, and we have an island in our kitchen, and we were on one side of the island, and her phone was on the other side with black screened out. So it hadn't been nothing's on it, nothing's going on, it's quiet. And then all of a sudden it started playing like clips out of songs, like a couple seconds, and then a couple seconds of another song, another song, another song, another song. And then it just stopped. And we're like, well, what the heck is that? We go and pick up her phone and open up the phone, and it was on TikTok. It was like doing something on that. And so we were like, well, what the heck was that? I just moved into this house and our phone's going crazy. And so we had a ghost box session a couple of weeks, maybe a month after that. And we had asked, who was that? Who was messing with the phone? And this guy came across and he goes, what did he say?
He said, I just touched it.
Yeah, I just touched it. And it was so clear and so loud. And we were like, whoa, who is this? So we got a name. His name was Clifford. And
Clifford.
he passed over 50 years ago.
That came over so clear too. We asked him how long it had been since he'd gone into the light, and he said over 50 years ago. So loud, so clear. It was like I still get goosebumps thinking about it.
Our dining
Damn.
room is 40 feet wide or 40 feet long. So it's about 12 feet wide and 40 feet long. And we were all the way down on the other end. And the people that were sitting here by the window, they heard it crystal clear come off of that box.
Yeah, it was
Oh
crazy.
my God.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yep.
I wonder, so I am a psychic medium, and so I pick up a lot of things,
That's
especially
cool.
when people are talking about things
Cool.
and like, seeing your house. Has there ever been seances there?
Not that I know of,
There very well probably could have been a long time
Yeah.
ago.
or at any time. I don't know what my guests do.
Because I literally see like a seance happening there. Like I can
It probably
literally
happened
vision
out
it.
there, like in the early 1900s or whenever
Yeah, especially
spiritualism
when-
was really popular.
Yeah, I'm
What
sure
was-
there could have been.
Yeah. Do
Damn.
people
I'm
people
a-
come to you like guests come to you and be like, this is what happened to me, or like do you get that
Yeah.
a lot?
So usually in the morning at breakfast,
Yeah.
we'll sit down and we don't usually initiate that conversation. We don't come out and be like, all right, what happened to you last night? Uh,
Right.
The
our
ghost
guests
fuck with you
will
guys
Breakfast
tonight?
conversation.
Yeah, and then they'll like kind of say something like, "Oh, well, this happened last night. That was kind of strange." And we kind of keep listening, and another guest sometimes will be like, "Hey, that happened to me too," or "Hey, I also heard that."
Mm.
And then they start conversations with each other, and then it's just really cool to see and watch this
Mhm.
in the mornings kind of come out, and everybody's talking about their experiences from the night before. It's pretty cool.
Definitely
Yeah,
a
you
good
know-
conversation starter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is.
Have you ever had anybody, like, I've heard this happen at other locations, but have you ever had anybody say, like, in the middle of the night, come down and say, hey, I gotta go. It's just,
Yep.
I gotta leave.
We had that like one of our probably in January or February.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that. It was
we-
cold.
it was cold outside, and we had a dad and his 2 grown daughters, and they stayed for like 6 hours, and then they left, and they left us a note saying, "Thank you for your hospitality. We left. Bye."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's gonna be a lot for someone to live in the middle of the night like that. It's got to be.
It had to be something.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we have heard
Right.
about people like waking up and seeing a woman standing over them here holding the hand of a child. And that spirit is known as Mary, and she's kind of like the roost of the house. Like she rules the house.
Mary Mason Clark.
Yep. And she actually died on the 3rd floor in the house. And what she is, though, but on the spirit side, is she is the mom who teaches the kids' spirits or the new spirits how to interact with people. So at night, they will go in, and sometimes she will tuck you in and
Literally tuck you in.
yes, like my sister was saying, she got tucked in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, that was a little weird, but
Yep.
she tucked me in.
Yep. And then my mom got cuddled in the middle of the night. It almost pushed her off the bed.
Yeah,
Listen, I draw the line at cuddling.
You get
Okay,
get free
can tuck me
cuddles
in,
and a
but
free
if I
tuck
don't
in.
know,
I mean, that's a pretty good deal right there. I mean,
yeah, you get free cuddles and you don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
For it.
I'm a cuddler. I love cuddling, but when it comes to like people that are not no longer here,
you don't like dead cuddles?
yeah, whoever you are,
Dead people
please
cuddles?
don't. No.
You draw the line at
We
dead
have-
people. Huh?
Lisa, do you have less active rooms? We sure do. We actually have on our property an old trail car caboose.
Rail train.
Rail train car caboose, and
Oh.
it's it on the inside it looks just like a camper. It's been renovated, so there's its own sink, there's a big fridge, a nice bathroom, a sitting table, and then there's a nice bedroom in the back with a TV, and that one doesn't usually have any activity.
A lot of people so sometimes when we have people come and they pick the caboose, they're like, oh yeah, we wanted to come stay in the caboose and we wanted to be able to get some experiences. And we're like, that's the least likely place that you will get one. They can and they do go out there
if you call them out there. Sometimes
Harold likes to play pranks. Harold is another one of our spirits, and he is a prankster.
Yes.
But his joke is, ha ha, those people out there think they're safe.
He said that. He said that in one of the ghost box sessions.
He likes to tease and pick on guests sometimes. But
I like those kind of ghosts. Those are fun.
Yeah.
I like
he is a fun one. He's really fun. But so we have the 6 main rooms that are in the house, and then we have an annex building which used to be the train station or the train depot in a nearby town. And that has 2 rooms, and then we have the caboose. So those 2 rooms in the caboose are not as active as the main house. Yeah, because they're not
I
original.
would need to come out there. I am not only did I found Spirited Investigators Paranormal, but I do. I'm a railroader for a museum up here.
Awesome.
That would be right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, our train car comes from it's a small train company. I don't know what they're called, but it only had like 9 cars, and we have one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's a really neat little thing. Yeah, and also, and so Harold, the spirit that we were talking about, he was actually one of the Civil War soldiers that died here. And he likes to tap on the walls. Well, it was found out during box sessions that he's trying to do Morse code in his taps on the wall, but because it's not in the same dimension, like you can't do a slow beep, you just can't, you just don't understand what he's trying to say. So he'd been asked in a box session if he could tell us what he was trying to say, and he said, haha, get a book and figure it out yourself. I was like,
oh my God.
He's so funny though. He loves to play tricks.
Oh my God.
I did an EVP session at Cold Harbor Battlefield here it was more of a necrophonic session. And I was sitting in the car and I asked what happened here. And a voice comes through saying, it's in the museum. Like, I'm gonna ask me. Go look for yourself.
Oh, that's funny.
We have smart ass ghosts here.
Like, how you not know what happened here?
Just go
Sorry.
look it up.
Hi, Terry.
Hey, Terry.
So do you know as far as Civil War history what happened on the land? I used to be a Civil War reenactor, and I was with the 7th Iowa Cav reenacting. So
I'm not
I've been in the area.
Think that there was actually anything Civil War battles type here specifically. Obviously, there was over at Fort Madison, and there were some areas here around. But here specifically, we were just a hospital,
Yeah.
and they would come in, and as soon as they came in through the door, their uniforms were stripped, and they were just treated like everybody else. Nobody inside knew what side that they were on.
Right.
Right.
We have a couple Civil War soldiers here. So we have Harold. God, Harold. Sorry, Harold.
Oh, he's gonna be so.
He's gonna be so mad at me. But we also have Marky, and he was 15, and he was on the other side as Harold was, and he didn't. Marky didn't know that he had died. He thought he was just in a really long dream. So then, in a ghost box session, another ghost that we had around here, who's 14 and a half. You have to remember the half. Her name is Amanda. She kind of helped him get him into the light, and he comes back all the time we'll know it's him because there'll be 2 taps on the window or the door, and he just comes back in and checks on what's going on. But him and Harold, he didn't really like Harold because he knew that he was on the opposing side in the war. Well, Harold had kind of told him, like, there was nothing civil about this war, like, and they became friends, I guess. So they were able to look past it, and now they're cool, which is great.
So they became friends as spirits.
As spirits, yeah.
Yeah.
They would have killed each other in real life. Yeah.
But they came together as spirits. See, that's
Yeah.
just why we were asking questions earlier to like the spirit realm. When we asked, is like the other side, is it a good place to be at? And like right away it was like yes.
Mhm.
So I think it's it's a whole different thing.
It's from our understanding. So this place is, and I'm sure a lot of places say this, but this place is very much not like any place that I've ever, as far as paranormal activity goes. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. And it is actually seen more as a prototype, an educational center for us to learn how to interact with the spirits and for the spirits to learn how to interact with us. And it's kind of like just a safe playing field where we can learn and understand, and they know they have a place where they can communicate, and they know how to use almost anything that anybody brings in. So you bring in a ghost box, they'll know how to use that. If you bring in the dowsing rods, they know how to use that. If you have the pendulum, they know how to do that. So they love to communicate, and they love to come through. And there's times where I'll pick up the pendulum and it's completely still, and I know that there's nobody like really right there that's ready yet. But there's sometimes I'll pick it up and that thing is vibrating and shaking, and he's like, okay, a lot of people ready to talk, so we'll start asking questions. And so like they're really fast with it, they get it.
It's like the cabin on 360.
Yeah, I was going to say that sounds exactly like the cabin.
Yep. We just had some experiences like that earlier today.
Oh, wow. Wow. One thing that I want people to know about this place is we get this all the time. Oh, it's a haunted. First of all, I freaking hate that. And
yes, it is.
It is haunted, and it's not something to be mocked or anything, because we can learn a lot from these spirits. And it's everybody that comes here, we get this every time someone comes here. Oh my gosh, it feels so much like home. And that's exactly how it felt for me. I always knew that I was supposed to be here. I always knew I was supposed to be here.
Yeah, and we don't have any spirits. So Harold, who she talked about earlier, he is actually like it's kind of like a security guard. So in the other side, you have jobs basically, and his job is to protect this house. And so there are a lot of portals that open and close throughout the house, and his job is to make sure that on this end that there's nothing coming through that's negative, and there's nothing coming in from the outside that's negative. And like he's a very busy man.
Yes.
Because I can only imagine if somebody tries to open something up. There have been, not with us, but there have been ghost box sessions here where the previous owner had heard him say overrun. And as soon as he heard it, he shut off the box because that meant there was too much coming in and he couldn't protect it anymore.
Dang. Oh my
We
God.
have, when we're doing ghost box sessions, we're listening for keywords from Harold to make sure that we're being safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't mess with Ouija boards. We don't
Nope,
fuck
they're
with
not
shit
allowed.
like that. Like
Mhm.
that's not a thing. We don't do that.
Question. You said that you were just featured on a paranormal
Paranormal
Files.
Paranormal Files. That's what I'm trying to think of. Thank you. I'm sharing out our life right now, and I needed to figure out. Thank you.
Yes, the episode probably won't be on until the end of the summer. He had like 9 episodes already before us that had to be put on. So
Did you get a lot of activity while he
said
was
he
there?
did.
He said it was a lot.
Yeah, which is great because we had another group the night before who come frequently and they hardly got anything. So we just hung out and talked to them because they're our friends. And they have each one of the girls has their own investigation group. And so they weren't really that upset because they've gotten so much from here before that we just hung out, ate snacks.
Yep.
Mhm.
Ate snacks and BS'd in the parlor room.
Yeah.
So, do you guys? Sorry, Rye.
I was gonna say that's the thing about the paranormal. You never know
Right.
how active it's gonna be. It could be crazy one night and then next night be completely
Yeah.
And that's
dead.
how it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, do you
You
guys
can't
rent
just show
out
up and say
your
dance.
bed and breakfast?
Do we
Say it again, sorry.
Do you rent out the bed and breakfast for like paranormal teams?
Absolutely.
Yes, yep, we do. So, like she said, we have the 6 rooms in the main house, and then the 2 in the annex building, and then the train caboose. So we have people that just want to explore in the house because it's original to the property, and we have a price for that if they just want to rent out the whole house because you never know if you're going to have the whole house or not. Especially right now, we're pretty booked on weekends, especially. So if you want to rent out the whole house, that's one thing you can do. You can rent out the whole house and the annex building, or the whole house, annex building, and the caboose.
Yep.
And you just
Wow.
have the whole entire property for the night.
Yep.
Otherwise, we do rent out rooms by themselves as well.
Yep. And we
Where
do
do you get
live
most of
here.
your business from?
They're never just here by themselves.
Yeah. What?
Where do you get most of your business from?
You know,
Paranormal or regular folks?
we started to get some from YouTube. Actually, the last
Really?
people that were here, they had
Oh.
seen us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Really?
Yep,
Yeah,
and
our-
Facebook.
Yeah, our podcasts have been going out and about, and I think that's been helping us a lot.
Yeah.
But you know, when people check in, that's actually one of the questions on our check-in form is, "Hey, how did you find us?"
Yeah.
And a lot of them lately have been, if not YouTube or TikTok or any other social media, it's just we just looked up a haunted place in Iowa, and you guys came up, or
Yeah.
we were just in the area. So it's really cool to see how so many people are finding us. I mean, business is picking up, so that's always nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not full by
No, we're not
please-
full. Please, book, please.
book, please book.
Dang, that's awesome. So, if I wanted to bring my paranormal team to Iowa,
Yes.
which I do, can I do it during the week, or is this strictly during the weekends?
Yeah, whenever works for you guys.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we're open 7 days a week.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you guys live on the property?
We do.
Ooh.
Yes.
We live in the back of the house.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
we,
So
we would love to have you.
yeah, that would be fun because I want to come investigate because I mean just everything tuberculosis I cannot TB. I'm a nurse and I can't even freaking say it. Like if any of my other nurse friends are watching this, they're probably like, "Yeah, that's Sarah." But like a TB clinic and God,
Yep.
There's so
Civil War
much.
hospital.
Mhm.
Oh, do you ever get like soldiers?
That come over. Sometimes we do. Besides
Or
the
come
2
in.
that we have, yeah. So there's portals that open all over. Some
Do you mean spirit wise or like human wise?
No, spirit wise.
Okay.
Yes. So we have portals that open, and that's why Harold is here, is to make sure, like she said, that nothing bad gets in. But sometimes we do have soldiers. Sometimes we just have a variety of spirits. And when we hear on the ghost box, like, how did you know about this place, to the spirits that come over, like, it looks like a beacon in the night. Like there's just a bright light, like it just glows.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
it's an inn too. So
Yeah.
they're like, okay, place
Yeah.
to stay.
Yeah.
And
So
for everyone.
we have people that are here. Our core spirits are like Mary Mason Clark, Harold, Marky, Amanda. Sometimes she usually stays with the old owner's daughter because she has Down syndrome, and they just became best friends. And she didn't know that she was the only person that could see her for a long time.
Yeah, she sees them just like how I see you.
Yeah.
Like she thinks they're normal people. And she used to actually get really upset because there would be people in our parlor room and they weren't coming in for breakfast in the morning. And like she would get really upset because she's like, well, they're not coming in to eat. Well, they don't eat.
Yeah.
They're spirits.
Yeah, she's so
Okay.
she's the previous owner's daughter. She's awesome. They're awesome. We
Yeah.
love them so much.
Aw.
But yeah, we've learned a lot of history just from them and from our own experiences. It's been a lot.
So with the caboose, and then you said the annex
You're like
was
my
a
wife.
railroad station.
Yeah, it was a train depot in a nearby town.
Okay, so do you get kind of a lot of either railroad workers or people who were frequenting the station at all come through?
Not really. Not really, which is surprising. Like I don't hear much about train workers or anybody from an old depot.
Which is so crazy because this town was
there was a train that went through there.
this was a big booming town when the railroads were being built. That's another part of why the city was great, and it was definitely like, what are those called, boom towns? Anyway, it was very happening back in the day.
Yeah, they say that the population at one point, so right now our population is like a whopping maybe 40 people
in our little village,
maybe, but at one point it was almost up to 1,000.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. We're right on the Des Moines River. God, I love waking up to it every day. Like, it's just beautiful out here.
I used to work at a heritage site as an interpreter, and the depot that we had was from Lakeville, Minnesota. And I would open up the building in the morning, and as soon as you walked in, it was light and happy, nothing dark, but it was busy. And you could sense people coming in and out of there and stuff moving around, and it was just nuts.
So I'm really sensitive, and I am exhausted almost every day here. Like I have narcolepsy, so I take meds for that make give me a little energy. But as soon as I do anything, like, I'm just spent. It's hard to get a lot of stuff done because I just get so tired. Like, they use my energy so much here, and yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. It's hard because then it gets thrown onto Chris's plate. But yeah,
once you feel like, I'll go places and I get worn out. I know Sarah does as well.
Yeah.
It's exhausting. Constantly bombarded by it all the time, dealing with what you're dealing with too. It's got to be really rough.
Yeah.
My co-founder. Go ahead. My co-founder for SIP is the same way. We haven't worked in places. We haven't done investigations ourselves, but we've done them separately and then talked about places. And yeah, it's I can go into a place and it's like I see people. I get the impression of what it was like.
Yeah.
Teresa's asking, do you guys set boundaries when you go? It's like, with the spirits there, do you you can't do this, you can't go here, can't go there?
We do. So Chris has a fear of like looking in a mirror and seeing something behind her. So she's like,
freaks me out.
Yeah. So she told him, She told them not to do that. And there's been no problems with that. And I don't want to be woken up with something like over me, with somebody standing over me. And so far we've been fine with that too.
Yeah, I have a couple rules with them. So, number one, they can't stand behind me. They can't just be hanging out right behind me. I don't want that. And I don't want to look in the mirror. Well, number one, I don't look in the mirrors here because I'm not going to.
Give me on the safe side, just in case. I get you.
Do you
Yeah.
cover your mirrors?
What's that?
Do you cover your mirrors?
No, they're all open for everybody else to look into, but not me. So we have the ones that are upstairs, or especially the ones. So upstairs is where most of the activity is. Like, yeah, they're down here. They're probably hanging out here watching us right now.
Yep.
But upstairs, hi Pat. There's a mirror right at the end of a long hallway.
Oh,
Whenever
yeah.
you're coming down that hallway, I look at the ground because there's a mirror that's looking behind me, and I'm just no thanks. No, they're sneaky. They're sneaky.
They
We have a
are
lot of
very
kids here though too.
Oh yeah, we do have
We have a lot of kid spirits. And so we don't have a whole lot of rules, like, things that like would scare us. They seem to be very respectful of. And if people come in and they say they don't want them in their room, then they will not go in your room. Once someone says, please stay out, we're not comfortable, they won't go in there. They won't bother you.
And then they're also really big on, I guess, well, they know more than we do, but they're not going to do anything that you're not ready for.
Right.
So if you're not ready to see them, they're not going to show themselves to you.
Right.
And she has actually just had an apparition, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 of them. And then like right back to back.
Yeah, go ahead and tell them about that.
So there was I was in the now my she shed, I call it. It's the sunroom. We got it all cleaned out this weekend, and it's my space. Nobody can come in there. And I was getting something out of a box a couple weeks ago in there, and I turned and looked up and blinked, and it was like a guy in one of those peasant tops and like brown pants, like like 1800 kind of like. All I can think of to put in Hocus Pocus, the brothers in Hocus Pocus, what they were like.
Yeah, the fluffy shirts.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that was Curtis. He's actually well known around here. He really attached to Joy, the old owner. So we don't see him here as quite often because he's with her a lot of the time. But I saw that. And then we have heard from a lot of mediums and psychics that come here that there is a figure outside of our windows that is not a good figure and tries really hard to get in, but he can be seen working outside the window.
Now,
Yeah.
you see, hold on.
Listen, I saw that motherfucker. Okay, can I say something, please?
Yes.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Put down.
So I was waiting for you guys to stop talking because I was gonna ask who the fuck was outside of the window.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Holy
Did
shit.
anybody else see that?
Yeah.
Anybody else that is watching this podcast right now? Did anybody else see that motherfucker? Like, I was like, what is that? Because I was gonna ask, is there somebody outside of your window? Like,
No,
is there
there's
somebody?
nobody out here right now, just her car. But so look at this. Look how tall I am. I'm 5'5". Okay, that's how tall the window is. This guy, he comes in and he looks in through up here like he's crouching down to look in the window.
Yeah. It's creepy. Yeah. And
Oh my God.
Heaven, did
So-
you see that? Did you see what I saw? I'm trying to see if Heaven saw it because if she saw it, I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck.
I saw.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
what
go
you
back
saw.
and see if I can find him, and then I'm gonna send you the screenshot.
Yes,
You're gonna be
do it.
Jesus
Absolutely.
Christ, on right.
Yes, I do. Yeah, whatever is always seen around here by psychics, and I saw some dark figure crouching down behind our car when I was trying to go in the house the other a week or so ago, and
Well, so there was, this is before us, but there used to be claims of something. So our backyard needed a lot of help.
oh god,
But there was a brush pile in the back. There used to be, and people would say that they would see something on the other side of the brush pile, like looking towards the house. and then it would like crouch down or it would go away. Now we live on we own half of this block, and where that is at, it would be like the middle of the block, but there's a house over there and a house and a museum over there. And so like if he was going to go anywhere, number one, you would have heard the crunch, crunch, crunch because we live out in the brush. And but anyway, so I took that brush pile away because as soon as I heard that, I was like, okay, for safety reasons, at least I'm going to remove this brush so we
Right.
can at least see what's out here.
Right.
And yeah, then she saw him. He was between the house and the garage. And then
He was
you
crouched
still
down.
get the icky feeling in the backyard.
Yeah,
sometimes.
when we have 3 dogs that have to go potty at night, always, and
Not that.
it's creepy to go out there by yourself.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. And something, I don't know what it is, but there's something out there that sets off our boxer. a
Yeah,
lot.
and she's a little squirrely anyway. She's 3
Yeah.
years old and she's got high anxiety, but they fuck with her all the time.
Don't fuck with the
Mm.
dog.
I know, not and she's my baby.
Dogs
Not the
are
puppers.
innocent. I don't know why they do that.
The heckin', man.
I know.
Don't fuck with the puppies.
I know,
I know.
and we have 3 of them, and they see them.
Yeah.
Oh
they
yeah.
know.
I bet they get freaked out.
We have 5
Yeah.
dogs, and all 5 of our dogs, like, will always, Shirley, one of our dogs, will literally look up at the corner of the house and just follow something with her eyes. And I'm like, look, bitch,
Ugh.
Please stop
I
doing
need to
that.
get up out of here. Because
Yes,
if I keep this motherfucker,
The boxer one, if like you're cuddling her or if you're like near her, she will look over you
Oh, it's
and look
awful.
behind you. It's like,
Oh.
oh, don't do that.
Oh.
My mom said on here they like to let the dogs out because my mom was sitting in our parlor or in our dining room where we're at now. Her and my uncle's girlfriend, they were sitting in here. We had gone down to just a few blocks down to get some fudge from one of the stores, and my mom and her were sitting here, and they heard the of a latch lock.
Like the click.
Yeah, because it was like a lever, like you had to push down and then it would open. And like 5 seconds later, all 3 of our dogs ran out.
2, we only had 2.
Oh, no, didn't we had all 3?
Tater wasn't here.
Either 2 or 3 dogs ran out. They were not supposed to. That door was locked. They had just come out of it, and they ran all the way to the top of the stairs and were causing mayhem up there. But my mom's like, I don't know. All we heard was the and then 5 seconds later, the dogs got out. And had they let themselves out themselves, then it would have just been like the dogs right there, but it wasn't.
Yeah. So the latches, there's 2 doors that come from our living area directly into the dining room. One of them is blocked off, and the other one is down at the end. I have now installed locks on them because they wouldn't stop opening the doors for the dogs.
Yep.
oh my God. They
Yeah,
were like,
and-
let these dogs out. They
I know.
Hey,
And
Mary
Mary hates the animals. Does not like dogs. Does not like animals in the
It's like
house.
Tater.
Oh my gosh, there was this one time. Oh my God, we have a French bulldog who's the cutest shithead I've ever met in my life. And he was out here with me and my mom and my cousin and Chris. We were all out here and where we're at right now at this table. And it had to be at like 10 o'clock at night. And he came out here to sit with us. Well, we didn't realize he had walked himself up the stairs because at that point he was scared of stairs. So then we have a camera right at the end of the stairs, and all we hear is like a tornado. And then he cleared the last 4 stairs and just came running around the corner to where we were at.
Oh my
I don't know what
God.
the fuck he saw, but I don't ever want to see it.
Yeah, I think
Oh
Mary.
my
Like,
God.
I know.
Yep.
That's cute
Yeah,
that
he
you
was-
guys have a dog named Tater. We used to have a foster, a little pocket pit, and her name was Tater. Oh my
Oh.
God.
Yeah, his name is Tater Tot.
Stop. So they were two fosters, 2 pocket pits. They were sisters. One's name was Tater. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm flicking you off. One's name was Tater, and the other one was named Tot.
I
So
love
they were
that.
Tater and Tot.
Yep.
That's so funny.
He looked like a potato when he was a baby.
Oh, that's so cute. I love puppies.
I know, me too. I love their puppy breath. It's intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of
Well,
them.
guys, we are getting towards the end of the show here. I want to thank you guys for coming on and talking with us. I want to give you a chance to talk about how people can get in touch. Oh, there it is. So you can make the heart happen again. How that even happen? There.
How the hell?
Yeah.
It's the magic.
Weird.
I
It's
can't-
just you. Yeah, it's just you able to do it. I love that.
That's
Aw.
awesome.
I'm
Now
gonna
you
do
know
it
you
all the time now.
Pride
Mine's gonna
power.
be like, fucking stop. And I'm like, no.
Make me.
Sarah has got the magic touch. Yes, she
Yeah,
does.
I do.
Yeah, she does. So how can people get in touch with you?
Yes, so we have a
Ah.
Facebook page, which is the Mason House Inn Bed and Breakfast.
No, it's yes. I'm sorry.
Shut your mouth. Yes, it is.
Shut your
the
mouth.
Mason House Inn Bed and Breakfast.
Yeah.
Or you can call 319-592-3133. Or you can go on to our page, our website, and you can actually book straight from there, and it'll show you everything that's open. And what is the name of the website?
TheMasonHouseInn.com.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
Well,
please
guys.
come with us, come spend time with us, and thank you so much for having us, guys.
Yeah, I
No
want our
problem.
group to go.
Please do,
Have me
please
back
do.
on.
Give us a call for your group booking if you're wanting to book the house.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Or you can
I'm
just
just gonna
message
be like-
me on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm gonna friend you right now.
Do it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll friend you too.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate you.
All right.
You're fantastic.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. I'm gonna see if I can do it one more time before you leave. Yeah.
Yes,
Woo! Thank you, guys.
that was awesome,
You're
guys. Thank you
welcome.
so much.
Bye.
Good night. Bye. That was fun.
That
I enjoyed that
fun.
conversation.
That was nice.
was-
I like that.
I felt bad for yawning, and I probably could have talked longer, but I was fucking tired. I was just like, I can't do it.
To me, you were like, I'm so tired. I was like, are you gonna drink your coffee tea?
No, I came close.
Hey,
I was looking at that Red Bull right here. I was tempted, but I'm like, no, I can't do that.
God, you would have been up. You would have texted me at like 3:00 this morning, Sarah. I can't
Yeah.
sleep. I'm like, well,
I wouldn't want to wake you up, so I probably wouldn't text you. But I'll probably text you the next day and be like, dude.
I didn't sleep at all. Do you have more? Like, do you
Yeah,
have
I saw your tonsils. Yeah, see, Teresa,
oh my,
I was yawning.
Teresa.
Man,
Oh, that's funny.
So what happened with the window? I wasn't.
So there was one point. I'm gonna have to go through the whole hour and try to figure out. But there was one point where Fee was talking, and then all of a sudden I saw something go from where she is to where Chris is, and then pass over.
yeah, you
And I
weren't
was
the
like,
only
that
one.
motherfucker is
Victor.
tall.
I saw that too.
You saw it?
Yep. My
So it
skin
was-
crawled.
Yes, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And it happened so quick. It was like, phew. And it was like, but it was like from the top of the window all the way down. So it looked like a person ran, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was trying to wait for them to stop talking because that sounded fucked up. I was trying to wait till they stopped.
Shut up for a second so I could say something.
Shut the fuck up! What just happened? No, I was trying to wait till they stopped talking to ask them if there was somebody that was standing outside the window, or if
Is
there
there
was
someone
like,
creeping outside your window right now?
is there somebody? Do you have a stalker? But I was like, I was thinking, okay, maybe it's an inn. Maybe there was just people, people frequent there a lot. Maybe it was just, and then fucking Chris said something about it. I was like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up right now.
After
Shut
that
your damn
happened,
mouth. I was
after
freaking
that-
out.
after that happened, I kept picking up on something that was outside the window.
God, me too. And I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? They were like, next time tell us to shut the fuck up. No, I'm not gonna do that. No.
There's a ghost
But I
behind you.
was like,
Shut up.
oh my god. Son of a bitch. I was so
That's
my
awesome.
flappers are gasted, dude.
You've been gassed. Flappers
I
have
have
been
been
gassed.
fucking gasted.
I mean, it's been a very successful yarn bomb day for everyone, I think,
Right.
involved.
I think so.
I think this was a great celebration of National Say Hi Day. I mean,
Howdy.
hi. And yeah, I'm excited. It was such a great interview. And What are their names? I know Chris and Fee, but what are their names on? What are their like actual names so I can friend them on the Book of Faces?
Chris and Fee, if you're still listening, my name is Sarah Hall Hayes on Facebook, and Ryan is Ryan C. Jones.
So you friend us.
Friend us.
Yep.
Yes.
Or message us, and we can friend you if you can't friend us, because I might have some stupid ass day where
Ryan
you
C.
can't friend me.
Jones, Sarah Hall Hayes, and C.R. Zarn.
C.R. Zarn. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Is mine Sarah Carmela now or Sarah Hall?
It's still Sarah Hall Hayes
Okay.
on there. And CR.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for coming on, brother. I appreciate you very much.
Yeah.
Might have to make it a thing now.
Yeah.
We gotta get you back on. Get the On My Mind with CR back going up again.
Yes, I need that. I still got to get my computer fixed. I'm on my phone right now, but I got to get my computer fixed.
Well, we appreciate you coming on in a pinch for filling in for Rhonda.
Yeah, no problem.
And we'll get you back on. Maybe we'll have you on when you do like a reaction video or something like that.
Yeah.
So, and hope you're feeling better.
Hold on. Where did they comment on? Did they comment on Facebook or on?
Yeah, I'm friends with Teresa.
I'm trying to see where they said, tell us next time to shut the fuck up.
I don't know. It's just showing up in the chat on the StreamYard over here, so I have no idea.
That's when we just tell them STFU.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. That's all Ghost. Next week we are going beyond the. We're going. I can't even say what I don't even want to say. I can't even talk right now. We are going. We're not talking about paranormal. We're going up into the stars.
Oh.
We are talking about different dimensions. We're talking about star seeds. We are talking about like the Akashic records. We are going spiritual, bitches. Oh yeah. Being my friend Lori, Sonia, that went to high school with her. She is a star seed. She is. I had her on the show a few years ago. It is a very fun conversation. I'm excited about it, and yeah, it's going to be great. And then on June 25th, we're doing a Freaks React with the Middletown Paranormal. Looking at old paranormal videos on YouTube.
Awesome.
So it's going to be a fun time, and looking forward to it.
Definitely.
Oh my God, I'm so
And Sarah and I are going to be hanging out with the Tennessee Wraith Chasers this weekend at the Cabin on 360.
I'm so excited.
Me too. It's going to be fun.
I'm very, very excited. I probably have to work. Apparently I am. And that's why I feel like I never sleep. Yeah, girl, you are never sleeping ever. Never, ever, ever.
We will have some stories to share with you with Teresa. If you look up the Cabin on 360 on Facebook, probably be doing lives, or I'll probably be doing lives on my Facebook page.
I'm gonna do some lives too.
Yeah. It's gonna be cool because we don't have to do anything. We have to ask questions. We don't have to do anything. We just kind of observe.
Yep.
And let them do all the work.
Well,
just be lazy.
You know, CJ and I will always watch those lives and look for stuff.
Yeah, we really appreciate that.
Yeah. I feel like I can never take a break though when I'm there because they're forever bombarding me with their crap.
Yeah.
Right.
So hopefully my medium side will be like snooze fest on Saturday.
I'm sure if you can pick up on something, they'll want you to let them know. If it's something that needs to be seen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you again, CR.
Yeah, no problem.
Sarah, I will see you this weekend.
Yeah.
And we'll be back here. Hopefully Rhonda will be back with us. If not, we'll bring CR back on. Oh, what is going on with your camera with the hearts? What in the world?
That's awesome. Oh. Wow.
Oh,
there we
do
go.
it with the whole thing.
Give me this.
That is so weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Sometimes is it maybe it's your computer that does that or something? I don't know.
I'm on my iPhone. Maybe it's my iPhone.
Oh, it's your okay. Probably your phone. I'm just on a boring computer. That's why it's working for me.
Well, I'm excited because now I get to just
randomly
get out of here.
show hard. I might see if I do it on my tablet, if maybe next time, because sometimes like a random bubble will show up on your screen.
Yes, I've seen it before. Like, what is that?
How did that happen?
Well, I can't try it because I'm holding my phone. I don't have it in the base right now.
Let me see. I have a question. Nope, it didn't do it. I don't know.
Yeah. That's weird because I mean you say I have a question all the time and it doesn't happen all the time. So it's just like whenever it feels like. Very temperamental. Thank you, Teresa. We hope you have a good weekend too up in Canada. Hope it's not 30 degrees below zero right now.
Canada, eh?
You know, hanging out with the polar bears and the moose up there in Canada, eh?
Want some free Elsinore? We found some mice and a beer. We want my free Elsinore.
There we go. Drink some Molson's, eh?
Friggin' Strange Brew. That's the best movie.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna kind of relax, get ready for tomorrow.
Yep.
And we will talk to you later. We're back here next Tuesday night, same freaking awesome time.
Same freaking
awesome channel.
That's right, guys. You have a good night. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Peace out.